early evening. Welcome, welcome. My most ethical light and love crew, and my cream crew, and my panel, my Furious 5, maybe 6 panel. It's growing. It's hot. That's what I gotta say. So, solving mysteries one at a time, McGruff style. All trench. Some shade. No. No what? I forgot. No Uggs, yeah. Hello. Okay, so right side, I got the 7 of Wands. Left side, I got the 9 of Cups. Ooh, this is a job well done. Look at this PI. Not so undercover right now. Just like long day, but like mission accomplished. Satisfied even. Left side, okay. Right side is Fortitude, 7 of Wands. Having the advantage, the upper hand, being able to churn the waves. You know, this is like almost like glass blowing, but with water. So there's something about how the water can be ruthless. Intuition can be ruthless. Am I ruthless? I don't know, man. The truth, really. You know, what's accessed with intuition. Right? So, solving mysteries. Let me tell. Oh, it has to do with water. Holy freaking moly. I understand why it was so complicated in getting water. We had painters outside for like our usual maintenance stuff, just for, you know, the community. And so somebody, one of the workers, turned on my hose and left it running in one of my large planters, to the point where like a couple days later, when I checked on the plants, I was like, why is that? And then I realized it was overflowing and the whole ground was wet. I was like, what the heck? What? So hopefully my water bill isn't so much, but I'm going to have to complain to the association and let them know what had happened. So hopefully I can get a preview on it. And it's nothing more than like, what, $50? Hopefully not. Because like I will, what do you call it? My, cut my losses. If it's $50, it's fine. You know, like I would have to pay. I mean, that's still money, you know, but, yeah, that just sucks. I don't know. Anyway, 9 of Cups upright and 7 of Wands. So I shut it off. And yay, lo and behold, we're going to be able to flush toilets properly. Hopefully take shower as well, without it taking like 30-45 minutes, you know. So we'll see. Bottom of the deck is Harmony, 2 of Cups. I have Kinship watching out for me. I was also getting other messages that were beware, you know? And I never thought about it. Like, I don't know if I should divulge it, but they're private messages in, just like nobody like said anything to me, but I could tell by the way things were placed. I just knew that it was a discreet message to be more careful, be more mindful of my surroundings. Because there's not just like eyes in the sky. There's, you know, it's hot. It's so hot. No, excuse me. Oh, that feels a lot better. Oh, yeah. Gotta be real. Oh, there you are. There's my loafy loaf. It's not, I don't think I'm really even that bad. You know, honestly, I really don't think, like, if you compare it to a person's character, like, I really don't think I'm an awful person. Kind of like that. Okay. Yes, it's stucky. It's stucky. All right, so Solving mysteries. What do you want to say? This thing is like, it's kind of bothering me. I don't know. It's a little wrinkly right there. Okay. What do you want to say? My panel. Solving mysteries, McGruff style. Obviously, there's some other things happening, right? Solving mysteries, McGruff style. All trench. Some shade. No Uggs. That one, Magician, Encapsulation. So this is basically a summary card. Like I can size it up all in one piece. Like, boop-a-doo-boop. Got it. Got it. This is good. This reminds me of like this really stylish lamp that I had, that I bought on some like third-party website thing. And so it's sort of like, it was like a geometrical kind of origami thing, light on a little stand. So it's kind of like that on display. A piece of art on display, illuminated. And what is this? Oh, it is the moon card in reverse. New moon in Gemini, still active, which is talking about our intentions, stimulation. Ace of Wands. Oh my gosh. Somebody's stimulated. No, for sure. This is a boost of creativity. Like, I know that some of you out there are super creative people. I know I am as well. And this is saying that, like, there's so many interests and so many ideations and so all these wonderful, positive, like, feel-good thoughts. And here it's talking about the development of it. Like, I actually get to engage in it. Yay. So that's why my team wanted to plant those manifestations into like the new moon in Gemini. So all that stuff that like it was more like talking about it rather than being about it. It wasn't about procrastination. It wasn't about like lack of belief in oneself. It was more about timing. So sometimes like we get a head start on these thought processes, these new ideas, concepts, etc. And I think this is kind of like a forceful notch in the gear, you know, like there's like big cogs, right? And so the notches are kind of far apart, right? So this is the refining of those notches. So there's something about the rather than, let's say, the refinement is in articulation points, this is more about refinement in its steady, like ongoing steadiness. So instead of seconds, let's say, in time, it's more like milliseconds. And so when the gears are going, it's not so rugged, you know. So there's something about like a well-oiled machine, but within my gears in its cranking. So that's something wonderful in that. So like these notches, like these thought forms that have been starting to plant itself like for the past, I don't know, 10-15 years, and without it actually coming to fruition. There's a time and place for everything. So sometimes we need to go through pockets of life. So, meet certain people, go through certain experiences before these things can actually be fully resourced to manifest. So, you know, you can't be too hard on yourself. That's what they're telling me. Don't be too hard on yourself for like things that didn't transpire, that like didn't work out. It's like this one time I opened an Etsy shop and it was just like, it just did like, no. It was before like all this madness of like social media, you know, came through. And it was just something that I just kind of like, you know, and then that's before it became oversaturated. And so you know, I just it wasn't like this big flop. It was just being super excited about something, like wanted to do these things, and it just did not follow me through. So and a lot of things in the way, a lot of obstacles. And so now they're telling me, it's like, you have the right of way. All of those, the sum of those ideations are planted into this new moon in Gemini. So don't you worry, hon. It's going to come through. Okay. So I can't quite say this is your average, like, practice makes perfect. Like, the more you get at it, the more you learn, the more, like, you develop, and the more, like, things come into fuller manifestation. It's there's truth in that, but that's not what this is. This is something quite different, like mysterious. Like, why did not I was there? Like, when you think about manifestation techniques, like, I was all there. So anyway, this is the time and place. And sometimes we need to, like, flick, like, the divine needs to flick off all of, like, the leeches, all of the ticks, all of, you know, the bloodsuckers, before you can really, you know, get at it. And I don't think they have to, like, remove all of the, let's say, vampiric pests, because it's like, well, they're always there. And if I'm not supposed to fight, you know, certain things, like, and I'm just supposed to protect myself, like, how do you do that? Like, sometimes you feel like you're asked out because, like, sometimes how do I say it? There are plans to kind of keep you down by having at least one vampire on you, having one, you know, leech on you, one, you know, freeloader, one cumbersome device on you, right? And that's not so, you know. So I think there are a lot of things happening at once that play upon each other. Yeah, I have a high pitched ringing in my left ear. 7:11, 12:40 was on the clock or timer. So what do you want to say? Like, solving mysteries, right? So what do you want to divulge to me? My panel. Two of Pentacles in reverse. They're telling me to put one on one side, one on the other side. Okay. So what goes on the left side of the panel? Because there's something that's being weighed. It's not about an imbalance. It's here, it's something that's being weighed. Like, this is justice, but, like, low-key. Like, doesn't scare anybody. But it's justice. Localized justice. We're just kind of, like, weighing things. What goes on the left side? My panel. That one. Hermit in reverse. And I guess this goes on the right side. 8 of Swords in reverse. So actually, undercover, things are balanced out. It might not look like so on the surface, but if left side is Hermit, that's like getting to the light at the end of the tunnel. It's emergence from dark night of the soul. It's the sunrise. It is an awakening. It's enlightenment in its most sacred sense. It's a new sense of awareness, expanded self-awareness. And on the right side, the doing side, it's being freed. It's getting out of being stuck. And most of that, the greatest thing about the 8 of Swords in reverse is it's not just about plain old freedom, like what justice or other variations would depict in the arcanas, but this is like, this is by your own hand. This is by your own doing. So and that's the same kind of meaning when you're working as the dark night of the soul, working working within your shadows, working with your shadows, actually. So, like, who else can do that, right? So this is by my own doing. And it's important to realize these things. This is probably the most immaculate version, the most pristine uh, type of like productivity that one can invest in, especially when there's downtime, when it's like, hark, there's so many wonderful things coming. And so we're not doing like the busy work. We're actually doing there, you know, my guides, my teams are doing, you know, working wonders and motioning me to execute accordingly. So this is great. This is great. Like, you aimed for the big stuff without even knowing you addressed it. So that's excellent. You know, solving mysteries. Like, this is a hidden block, actually, or a hidden key. I want to say a hidden key. You know, I'm picturing like Super Mario Brothers, like the theme music. It's like dun, 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 you know, like it gets a little like Copacabana, like, but like fast, it's happy, you know. So what dropped there? I don't know. 10 of Cups in reverse on the wire at the edge where it's like yeah. So it's coming through. So what leaned itself out? Page of Cups and then 2 of Cups inverted. Oh my gosh. Dude, there is is that all cups? Yeah. 13 cups. Oh, somebody that's a death card, huh? Someone's seeking to end like all of like the chatter around and just like not let it get to them, because these 3 were on the top of the deck and they started rolling out, and somebody's feeling more invigorated, like more amped, and especially like right over the charging like end of the cord. So this is a personalized message. This is like a tribute, like a serenade. Now, like, or it's not a serenade, like it's not like that kind of fancy. It's like somebody singing a song, like, or made a song and they're like, this is kind of like dedicated to you, or this is what is it? Inspired by you. Something like that, because the 10 of Cups, lo and behold, on the inbox, like I'm ready to show like my interest and kinship first, like not go like full blown, because that's the healthiest way for the both of us. But like low-key, I'm feeling like that, and so like we're just gonna pace it, right? So it's just kind of like foreseeing that. I don't think anybody is like super like head over heels, like, maybe, I don't know, dude, I don't know. But definitely this is a good start, especially when it was caught by my elbow, like on lap, which is saying that it's the most connected point rather than, oh my gosh, rubbing elbows with, yeah, I really feel like that. That was weird. That's the first time that I got that. I started to feel like a little sweat, but like coolness, like a cool air or something. That's crazy. Okay. All right, bottom of the deck. What's the secret? Solving mysteries. Tower. Attention. Ah, I told you, all the chatter. Now there's going to be all these love readings. Who's your boo? Ooh, I don't know, man. I don't listen to those readings. I'm not banging on those readings. I'm just saying, like, it's just like one thing leads to another, and people like talk about, like, they're just intrigued. And so I see those readings and I kind of giggle to myself. Like, some people are like, some people are nosy, yes. Some people are nosy, but some people are just like super like excited, like, well, who is this? When are we gonna meet him? You know, that kind of thing. In the psychic world, anyway. But there definitely are a lot that are nosy. Yeah. Like, they just, yeah, I think some people are just, honestly, like, kind of, bored with their lives. So I don't mean that as an insult. I mean that, like, it's like, a good book that you don't want to put down, um, and, or that's hard to put down. Except it's like, has romance vibes in it without being too, like, it's relatable is what they're saying. It's accessible enough, which makes it even harder to put down. You know what I mean? All right. So that was the bottom. We don't know. We don't want to know what's going on the other side of the fence, because there's shit that's going down for the karma. Like the people who have bad karma, and I've been notified several times that that's happening to the people that did me wrong, like massive. Like, yeah, very intrusive, comebacks, consequences, and that's just the start of it. That's only a flavor. That's only the taste. So, I think, my panel, my guides have, and my ancestors have kept me honest enough to, like, be able to look the other way without it being so, strained. Like, engaged enough in my own life where I don't have to feel bad for the other people. I don't have to think twice about it. I don't have to, like, modify anything. It's just like complete engagement in what I already have on plate. So, I'm not overthinking or even, like, minor thinking about what's happening on the other side. Yeah. They did some great planning, let me tell you. Top of the deck. No secret to the sauce, because we're solving mysteries. Decomposition, Page of Swords. So it's learning. It's learning without like combativeness with that sword. Like, of course you have a weapon. Of course you're endowed in this, like, new level with at least the first stage of upgraded weaponry, whatever this stage of newness is. But it doesn't mean you have to go trigger happy with it. It doesn't mean that you have to, like, test it out on everything, the sharpness of it. At this point, this is already gifted as appropriate to its to the person wielding it. So it's very fitting. This is a more advanced, obviously. Like, if you're looking at rock climbing, this is I forget the levels of it, but it's like alphanumeric. But if you're that far up, like, and you're just holding, like, with one, like, grip, and yeah, definitely he's using his, like, fingers, not like his whole hand. That's advanced for sure. And looking the other way and, like, admiring the crane that's about to be perched on him. Like, this is definitely an adventurer, but a well-versed one. And yeah, this is insane. Huh. Okay, so that's the top of the deck. No secret to that sauce. Okay, and then things are happening. Like, decisions are being made. There's, like, a black dragon in the background. Do you see? I want to say quail too, or like a peacock. If you see the eyes, like, that's the head, that's the beak. There's, like, roadrunner almost, like, yeah, roadrunner. Beep beep. Do you see that? Things are happening fast then. But this is, like, first I got dragon, then I got, like, the roadrunner thing going on there. Beep beep. Anvil. Yeah. Oh, for sure. Okay. Mysteries being solved. McGruff style. Final word on this. It's already 25 minutes. 25:06 actually. That one. Surfin USA. East side something USA. Was it? Everybody's going surfing. Surfin USA. I don't know what else they say. Anyway, time to go to the beach. Emanation Fool card. This is riding through like the sequence of DNA. Like this is a time where I'm really getting to know myself, me and my kid. We're getting to know ourselves a whole lot better. So do you know what that means? That means that arguments, like conflict is diminished, like already nipped in the bud. It's preventative care before you actually bond. So what you bring to the table is massively agreeable. It's not like same. It's there's appreciation in the differences and similarities. Both are equally favorable. And so this is smooth. It's like smooth riding as you go through the sequence of, you know, DNA structures. So that's excellent. Yeah. All right. So bottom of the deck now is 3 of Cups in reverse. Low key. No, this is our ancestors celebrating us. Yep. So even though it might be quiet on surface, like that's what's happening. Underground level, the most superior underground crew, that's what's happening. Let me prove it to you. And I don't know, they told me that. Okay. Underneath that is what? Death card in reverse. Talk about transformation. Yeah, right? What's beneath that? Velocity, 8 of Wands. Communication, holy smokes, that is crazy. They told me to do it, and I did it, and they said it, and we said it, and we all experienced it. That's some true channeling right there. Holy smokes, thank you, ancestors. That's insane. That is insane. I want to know what's the top. What do they want to tell everybody? 2 of Wands in reverse. You never know, really, unless you try, unless you actually go out there and like it's determination, not for the sake of determining, but to discover, really. So it's, what is it? Determination to go out there, and not for the sake of identifying and labeling and, you know, shelving. This is determination for the sake of discovery. Yes, that's right. Okay. All right. I had to like pull that. Okay. So, what does Freya want to say? Closing. Rotation. Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. Holy smokes. She has like the most like, oh, wow cards. So the wheel is in my favor. Like, this is High Priestess. Like, okay, your stop is right here. That's where the rainbow ends. Okay. All right. Follow the money. That's insane. Okay. Thank you, Freya. Anubis, what do you want to say? Solving mysteries. 5 of Wands in reverse. Contention is no more. No conflict. You know, and okay, so Anubis is like the your designated driver, right? This is Anubis, the go-to always, whether or not anybody's drinking, designated driver. So like the coolest cucumber, dead or alive, is manning the ship, rowing the boat, you know? Not the only one doing it if it's rowing a boat, but it's the commander, right? Leading the way. So they say that a test of whether or not you can like be with somebody like for a long time is like test how you are when you travel with them. You know, Anubis would know. So is like the master of like the chauffeur, basically. Oh, there's drivers here. The chauffeur, the you know, like they know, like they know how to mediate while like trying to keep their eyes like, you know, focus on the lane and defensive driving and getting to, you know, like the scenic routes. They like, dude, Anubis is cool. Yeah, so that's what they're saying. This journey ahead is safe. It's that's insane. That's like nothing's, how I say it, nothing's gonna get in your way. Tina, they're saying that I have that energy with me. Yeah, I'm hearing Starship. Nothing's gonna stop us now. Whoa, there's so many. There's like this turned into a love reading. What? Because I heard that, like, I usually forget about much of the lyrics when I channel in music, but I heard a lot of that song. It was like on stereo in my head. Okay. Okay. Wait. Okay, so we did Freya, Anubis, Archangel Michael. Okay. Solving mysteries. What do you want to say? Oh, we got two here. Six of Wands and the Devil. Oh my gosh. Triumph, subjugation. You know what this is? Holy crap. There's so much messaging to this, you know. Okay. This is the most massive form of victory. I mean, I guess we could have the Tower here and it'll be like skyrocketing. But no, this is the Devil card, which means that this is continuous fire. You know, this is continuous, like the core of the sun. Like this is this is the fire of 1,000 suns. You know, it's massive, massive firepower victory. This is kind of like if we're talking about like barbaric type of winnings. This is like, oh gosh, I can't say it. Picture angels, okay? In biblical form, their sense of victory in engaging in war. So if you think about angels and you think about like their have like, this is Archangel Michael, like if definitely would know in in battle that's warranted, like it doesn't phase them. They know what needs to be done, and so you execute accordingly, because your feelings, your thought forms, you're very much in alignment. You know what you're doing is for just cause, and so when doing that, you do it with precision and grace at the same time. It's so with that, there's something about like the delivery of basically these I want to say carcasses, you know, these energetics that are how do I say it? This is definitely like, how do I say it? I have to be very careful. This is a showing of the energetics that had to be disciplined, that because it's not really like making an example out of them, like it's an effigy. This is more like let me look at this for a second. Okay, let me think about it in a different way. Like in the Ten Commandments and the plagues ran through, like the black cloud of death, like all of these things that happened like sequentially, like as it lingered over, as these things happened. The areas that were marked, that were troubled, that those were obvious. So that's what's happening here, right here. Like the cloud of death, the markings have happened and they're continuing to happen. And so there's something about my trailblazing and moving past this energy. Yeah. It's like I'm so involved in here that like I'm not really paying attention to this, which I'm not supposed to be anyway. So there's something about like to the divine, like this is the most prominent way to tell them to, because these are absolute, like they were ruthless with me. They were not like any way possible. Groupings, that they're being told by the divine, in your face, motherfuckers, you know, that's what they're saying. Like they don't want to include me in all of that. That's like kind of, but it's with a firm hand, to tell them, here, in your face, motherfuckers, you know, like there's something very matter of fact about that. So that's from Archangel Michael. Thanks, Archangel Michael. Okay, Archangel Raphael, what do you want to say? Solving mysteries, you know? Whew, that was intense, Michael. Ace of Pentacles, always funded, you know? This is an agreeable energy. This is not just like, oh, you just wasted your funds on that, you know. No, there's no buyer's remorse here. Those that have invested in me, like, know that like they're coming to see their the value multiplying, like magnifying, adding to its weight in gold. So it's like the gravity of the pentacle that they invested in me and in my pursuits, and what, you know, has it's become more weighted. So like what is it, the currency, like the exchange, it's not about the exchange rate, okay? It's not about like this versus that, what's more valuable. It's about this pentacle becoming like, you know, like Jesus, like turning like one fish into like a billion or something like that. It's kind of like that, the magnification of its of its value just increased on its own, So that's insane. Thank you, Archangel Raphael. That's so good. That's so good. Okay, Okay, so Goddess Kali, what do you want to say? What do you want to say, Solving Mysteries? Okay. Destitution, 10 of Swords. Execute. I mean, just saying, like, executed well, used every resource possible. Like, you killed it. You killed it. Or we're killing it. Yeah. Kali does want to show, this is more like an effigy right there. Kali does want to show people, like, because she's my best friend. She's my best girlfriend. You know, like, you try and mess with her again. She wants to show an example. I mean, even the place, like their foundations are in ruins. There's a large vulture in the back. There's the experience of not just like death, but also loss. You know what I mean? So she wants to show an example of those that have, yeah. So there's that. Okay. Thank you, Goddess Kali. Okay. So, okay, so recapping. The full title of this is Solving Mysteries, All Trench, which that, you know, some shade. Yeah, I see that. No Uggs, which is like no hesitation, but it's also like you know, McGruff style is no drugs. Like, this is sober. Yeah. So I just had to call in, so it might have messed with the audio a little bit with lingering voicemails. So hopefully, like, I got like all of the audio in. If not, I'll just leave the cards here and I'll just like kind of go through and kind of put like a description or something like that. Anyway, that's it for now. Okay, what's my personal takeaway? Thank you, my panel. Universe in reverse, consecration. This is it's supposed to be like about to close a cycle, ending a cycle. I don't really feel like it's about cycles. I feel like it's like a portal. Like, I feel like it's a portal. Like the blessing of a portal. Yeah, like a blessing of a portal. Let me see here. What is clarification on that? Organization, the sun card, for sure. This is kind of like the net. And this is like the big old, like, basketball. It's like, I don't know. That's what they're telling me. That's what they're telling me. Oh, somebody has an issue. But this is definitely, this is not about a cycle, it's about a portal. And the sun, this is, so keep doing what you do. It's defining you, and your solar plexus chakra is speaking. So that's what they're saying. It's good. All right. Thanks so much for all donations provided in light and love that are absolutely reciprocated equally. I call back all my power to pass through the white, and my energy to pass through the white light of the Holy Spirit, and Archangel Michael's blue flame for cleansings, for blessings, to be refortified within me. With bonus points, I like that. And no bother. Thank you. Upon closing the portals in this reading, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine, with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with the sequence of roll out in light and love. I close the portals in this reading now.